All right, here we go. I want to take you back to last year where we ended up with July, because today's the last day of July. We're going to compare last year to this year. Look at all the triple digits that we had, and look how hot the last week or so of July was. In fact, on this date last year, we hit 107. We had 18 triple digit days. It was the 6th warmest July on record. Very different year this year. In fact, we've been mostly below normal going back to almost the middle part of the month. Today, the high so far, 96 degrees. I imagine it'll likely end up being at least 97, since we still have another 10, 20, 30, 45 minutes, or probably more so like 20 to 30 minutes of heat left with the day. I imagine that high will likely jump up to 97 or so. So then that'll be around normal. Wondering where we ended up for the month of July? At least with the high of 96, but even if we hit 97, it won't change us too much. It's 0.4 below normal for the month, and the 57th warmest July on record. Very different than last year, where obviously we were the 6th hottest July on record. But we still have the heat advisory in place, been extended through Thursday. It'll just keep getting extended each and every day the rest of the week and into the weekend, because really nothing's changing. In fact, our temperature's just going up a little bit. 100 tomorrow, 102 on Friday, 101 Saturday, triple digits next week as well. Heat index values at or maybe even above 100 degrees at times over the next several days, and right on through next week. That's why the heat advisory is out there. Could, some of you only hit 98, 99 on some of those days? Sure. Could some of you hit 101, 102 when I have 100 on there? Certainly possible as well. What I do know is we are going to stay dry the rest of the week, dry Friday, but this weekend does bring some low-end rain chances. A weak front kind of tries to drop down into North Texas, not going to cool us off hardly at all, as I just showed you. But Saturday afternoon and evening, during the heat of the day, could have some of those bubble-up showers and storms, an optimistic 20% coverage across the area. On Sunday, it looks like any rain will stay to the south of North Texas, so I don't have any rain coverage for us on Sunday as that front kind of stalls out. Like I mentioned, not going to cool us off hardly at all, and the rain prospects through the weekend, slim to none. I mean, it's basically if you happen to find yourself underneath one of those pop-up showers or storms, which will be obviously not the majority of you. So enjoy any sort of rain if you do see it. Quickly, let's check in on the tropics here. Disturbance on the northern part of the Caribbean is going to eventually move up toward the Bahamas and Florida area the rest of the week and into the weekend. Once it moves into that area, it has a 60% chance of developing into a system. Could be a big rainmaker for Florida, regardless of what ends up happening with that. But we'll continue to keep our eye on it. Highly unlikely that it affects Texas in any way, shape, or form. Dry, muggy, and breezy tonight. 78 will be your low. Hot, humid, and breezy. 100 for the high tomorrow. We talked about the first part of the 7-day forecast when I showed you those temps earlier. 20% coverage on Saturday. Triple digits continue to start the next 7 of the 14-day, and then after that, we're just kind of right around 100 degrees for the following weekend and into that back to school Monday. I know some of you are back to school Tuesday, some of you are back to school Wednesday, but to be honest with you, the forecast is pretty much the same for all 3 of those days.